Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Welcome back here. I want to say thank you for all of you that coming in, click like, share, the subscribes. Welcome for subscribing to the to this channel. In there to the new subscribers. Where should I start? There was a lot of things that went out to look for it. A lot of things came in. There was a very good questions about this Atlas situations and so on. We're going to be monitoring this. We're going to see about what is going on in there. But what today I find out there was about that during Christmas, which is pretty much that's going to be the time when the sun, the moon, and Venus, they're kind of like going to be coming together. And Atlas is going to be there. It's kind of like the messengers from the universe coming and arrive for this union. Very interesting energy. But we're going to see this. We're going to be feeling it. We're going to see what is this all about. All right. So what happens today? Today it's the new moon. We are going to figure out this new moon if you watched yesterday's report. But I went a little bit deep. I went out to look at it, particularly the Sabian symbol. Just so you know that in the Sabian symbols, we're not looking at if the situations happen at 28 degrees and quite a few minutes. We are looking at the 29th degree in there. And this is going to be some very, very kind of like a tough time of about balance within the relationships. And the reason is about the balance within the relationships is because that's what it's meant at the end. It is about that. So we're gonna be feeling these energies in the morning, and is about what, right? There is this divine guidance, and the divine guidance as I'm gonna show you the chart, so that way you guys gonna be some more available. So we see it at the conflicts, those red lines, right? But the divine guidance, it comes in there within this yacht, which is in astrology is known as finger of God, the finger of destiny, which is pointing out exactly towards the new moon. Hi, Grimmy. Yes, this is actually built 1887 house in Spain, and it's still original. It's just the way it is, and I like it that way. Well, thank you. And it is about what in there. We see in it that the mankind, that's what represents that's what is representing of this degree in there, that we are going to be looking at in there what the Sabian symbols are doing. And it states that mankind vast and enduring effort to reach out for knowledge transferable from generations to generation. And now, since all this, it's squaring Jupiter, who is in the family, what family generation energy you got. So if you didn't got the right things, you have to go back in time and space and receive something different, right? And who's giving you that different? And that will be a Saturn and Neptune through the divine guidance, right? So we can remove all that twisting and all these situations is in there. And now, as a Saturn is the teacher, he's in Pisces, he's working where? In our soul. Today I was having a conversations with someone, and they asked me how can I improve myself, and it's like you need to go down and promise to your soul that you're gonna do things. You're gonna make a contract with your soul, and every time you not keep it up with this contract, the soul have to guilt tripping you, right? And that's what Saturn does going to do. because you're gonna feel from within you that what is it the proper ways if to doing it this. And since Uranus is at on the other side of the yacht, okay, he is in that yacht. We're gonna see that who is gonna be the solution. That will be Chiron. You see, in the past generations, we have a wounded kids that was wounded from their parents because their parents were wounded kids. And from their parents, they were wounded. So now this generational healing, it's going to be rising up with this, but it also we are going to getting what? The generations back receiving. So we have to go back the way there was generations before, when there was a good life, when people were farming, people were, yeah, they maybe struggle because they didn't have no tractors, they don't have the internet, they don't have all this. We do have it though. And now we are going back into what? The proper society, okay? The proper society, I have more here, I can give it to you because so that if I don't give it to you, they're gonna rotten, right? That's kind of the old way of the society was working in there. Okay, and now we're going to be evaluating not only relationships with partners, we're going to be looking all the relationships because all the relationships, what we are going to fix here and now is going to be what? Bring it into the next generation. So it is about this. As I look at it, I'm giving you the Dan Rudhyar Sabian symbols, and what is this degree? What the new moon is going to be? It's characterizing with what? Consciousness participation. So you consciously, it's going to be choose to develop, redevelop the way the society was meant to be from the divine guidance. So this is going to happen at today. It's very beautiful because this is a new beginning. That energy is going to be rising at 8 o'clock because the moon and the sun is going to be coming into above the event horizon. The moon and the sun, they're only 3 degrees apart. And now this beautiful energy is going to be also assisted with who? With Vertex. Vertex is kind of like the gatekeeper, or if you ever watched the Matrix movie, he's the key maker. He can make things to open and close, right? But now he is with Uranus. He's opened what? He's opened the solutions, the ending of the yacht that it's going to be leading back to what? To the universe. So we're going to get the consciousness in there. We're going to get it through Saturn. We're going to see the visions, right? They're going to be processed to the authority and the intuition collectively, togetherness. And since we are going to be maturing, guess who else is maturing? The universe. You see that? So we are going to be getting this energies exchange with the universe. All right, well, a lot of the people, we're going to have some issues because guess what? We are thinking only about the material things, the things that you can touch, eat, and so on, not about the consciousness. So that energy is going to come in, is going to be a little bit better later on at 9 o'clock because the inner work is going to be creating another yacht that's going to be pointing out to Saturn. It's like, okay, this required a different level of creation. Okay, that's what is going to be because Leo, it's also about what? Creation. And we're going to see this. This is going to be at 9 o'clock in the morning. You see the yacht that it's pointing out where? To Saturn and to Neptune from the inner work that we need to do and that new level of creation. We have to recreate ourselves. Okay, because we what? We took off path. Because we took a wound from the wounds to the wounds, and we are the wound. So we have to what? Fix the roots. Okay? All right, that roots is going to be asking to look at the past because at 10 o'clock, the inner work is going to pass with the South Node and Virgo. Yes, analytical stuff. If you're Virgo, you're probably feeling it. This past situations that it's going to be a really, really pay attention to this. But right now, this energy of the moon and the sun beginning to be more closer because they are only like a 2 degrees apart. Okay, that situation is going to be leading to like seek the truth. You have issues because your parents has issue and their parents has issue and their parents has issue because of events that happened in the past. Now, take that out. What would you do? If there is none of this happened, right? You cut off the yes, right? And now you handle it what? Through the universe that tells you to be consciousness within yourself. All right, 11 o'clock, the energy is going to be really come down because of the previous hour. The truth was in there. We have the mean Lilith, the true Lilith, and the Mercury with Mars from the previous hours. A lot of emotions. Yes, there's going to be emotions. Okay? But if you look at it, this kind of like situations of healing is going to be require what? Forgiving of your parents, forgiving with your grandparents, and forgiving whatever happened from before. What was the original cause, right? It's time to let it go, right? But you also have to do one thing. Forgive yourself that you did certain things that you didn't like the parents, you didn't like the grandparents, you didn't like the situations in the past, and so on and so on. And now you need to learn how to talk differently to yourself. Consciously talking about difference of the way you are going to have to forgive and forget. Otherwise, you're dragging everything out. So yes, the emotions is gonna be high. The situations is gonna be boiling it up. You're gonna see like the water boils at 100 degrees Celsius, not at 98 or 99, 100. So we are going to feel at this 98 at 12 o'clock. We're going to see that within. But that is going to be like you're doing for better future and for the better future generations after you. You see, we're not going to be clearing worldwide just the karmic situations. We are also going to be what? Consciousness that we are creating something better for the next generations. And this is what is about that is going to be coming. So 12:30, okay? About 12:30, we are going to have this exact inner work with the new moon that is going to come. I mean, the energy is going to be some really, 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 really tied up. Okay. So here is, actually it's a 12:43, exactly, okay? And we see that directions that it's coming. We see in the support from Pluto towards Uranus. We see Uranus that it's working with Neptune and Saturn. We see how all this is coming in, and this is the apex. The apex is the sun and the moon, which is right now, where are they? 28 degrees. They all come together. And now it is about what? The solution, it's going to be Chiron in Aries. I need to do this and heal this myself. You see, a lot of the people, what they do, they're trying to fix the parents, the grandparents by the thinking, and they think the situation is going to change. No, you change you. Yeah, they may gonna call you black sheep. Yeah, they may gonna call you some, a stranger or a cookie or something in there. But you see and you are understanding, and that is the difference why you choose to come to these times, to these bloodlines in there, so you can change the patterns. But everything is what? In your own hands. And you have to do it for what? For you. Okay? All right. I love myself. Right. Have you seen the Egyptian mummies like this? Thinking about it, why? All right. Keeping it going with this, yes, you're gonna have some issues with the love, the self-love, because Venus has no aspects. Can you imagine Venus in Libra at home and she doesn't have aspects? Why? Because you need to understand the proper way of love within. You need to get that love in a proper way within your own self. And it's gonna take what? Dignity, compassion, isolation, right? Because during this purge, okay, you're gonna find the love, the real love, that it doesn't come from I need him, I need her, I need this, it must, it has to, all that programming. Love is just exists, it's naturally built development thing, okay? And this is gonna trigger a lot of codependency people. They're gonna be, oh, my partner, this and that. But when we see the energy as the ascendant is rising with Pluto, it's gonna be a lot of growth. See, that's what is about the astrology and the energies. Is what is that? So here is Pluto, here is the event horizon, here is the ascendant, and here is the descendant, which is Jupiter right now, right? So we came here from this world, we came here to descend and land in here, and we came here to do the inner work so we can perform it at home, right? The Grand Cross is here, right? But the synchronized energies, they're leading back to the growth within the family. So if you didn't like the family that you are rising in, it's because you're building a new one. And this is going to be a very beautiful support in there, but don't take the things that doesn't work. Take them as a what? As this push button. Okay? That somebody comes in and push your buttons and you're like, oh, why are they pushing my buttons? Because you're weak there. Why getting agitated, aggravated? Because you're weak there, right? So this is on the next hour we're going to see some very beautiful energy because the inner work is going to be exactly with the true Lilith, Min Lilith, Mercury, and Mars. Yes, you may going to find some truths that they're really going to agitate you, right? But after agitation, what is it coming? The proper consciousness changes patterns because they're going deep. You're going deep, and the truth is deep. Okay? And your abilities are hidden there. They're hidden deep within you. And now, since you remove the clutter, which is the programming and the must and have to and need to, it's emerging what it has to be. Naturally, what it needs to be. The path of destiny that reveals itself. All right. Very good energy is going to be coming in at about 5 o'clock. This is going to be some when the ascendant is going to be with the North Node. We're going to see a very beautiful emotions. Okay, very beautiful emotions. The North Node is trining with Mercury and Mars. You're doing all this work for the future. This is kind of like the investments, okay? You invested today, don't touch it and let the investments grow. It's the same thing the farmer investing. The farmer puts the seeds in the ground and he waits for the harvest, right? The tool maker makes the tools and he creates the tool, but the tool has to make parts. Until the tool doesn't make parts, the tool is a tool, right? So it's the same thing. Okay. Hi, Timothy. Glad to see you here. Hi. So this energy is particularly at 5 o'clock is going to be putting that divine guidance that is going to come and it's going to say, hey, this is what it's all about today. Okay, we're gonna see some this energy very strong. Okay, the moon it's already is gonna be crossing through Scorpio, but we see that powers right now. All right, and this is what's matter, that what you're telling the arts and things that it's coming in there, and we see that energy is going to the intuition and the authority is coming back to Saturn. Saturn says, "Okay, I like this. You pass the test, but I'm gonna be coming teach you, and the next time when the moon and the sun they're gonna meet at Scorpio, I'm gonna give you another test because you already passed the old test." Okay, so now with this very beautiful energy, we're gonna be following in that, because in the next hour there's gonna be some what Chiron is gonna be coming into the 12th house, is gonna be rising above the event horizon, and now it's gonna put some pressure on the moon and the sun, because right now at this hour, okay, we're gonna see that the sun is already what? Below the horizon. We're not seeing it anymore. And we're going to start looking at what is at the moon, but the moon is going to be very minor, very minor. Okay? Now, that energy of the moon is going to comes in, it's just going to be opposing growth, opposing transformations. It's like, I don't like this, I'm in the darkness. But don't you understand that you're the seed that is putting into the ground? The seed doesn't like to be underground, because the seed's thinking, oh, I'm gonna die. No, you're gonna have the butterfly effect. You're gonna change. You're gonna give a new world, a new life. You're gonna create the next generation, right? Because the seed grows. If that is a tomato plant, it grows, creates tomatoes. Tomatoes have a seed. You're producing the next seeds, the next generation. But when you, for the first time, putting into the ground, and you don't know about that evolution, are you scared? You probably are. So don't be scared, but understanding, okay? Because you are a part of creations of the next generation. Hi, talking about at 7 p.m., this energy is going to be some very beautiful. It's going to be tied up with Uranus, synchronicity, certain changes. You begin to making the changes because you understand, fighting all this. Hi, Lorna. Thank you for coming in. And looking at those energies right now, it's about the changes that is required. But now the changes is what? Okay? Uranus is retrograde. It's going to go back to Taurus. So what is it tells you? Go back, grow your own food. Go back and recreate the material world. Because what you think is the material world is not what it is. Have you trust people, Gemini, and they have a lot of duality, and now your material situation is wrong. Now you have to go back into be what? Self-provider, self-sustainable. And if you're feeling that energies, God bless you, I am with you. Hi. Going on again with those energies, we're going to see some that at 8 o'clock this duality is going to comes in and kicked because the ascendant is going to be squaring the both south and the north node. You see, when you are in the duality, you're not even doing the old stuff, you're not doing the new stuff. You are, where should I go? Should I act like the old self, or I should focus on the new self? And guess what? You choose to do nothing. You just stays in the duality and you're just like, okay. Right? But the divine has a different purpose. Divine says it's like, you need to choose. Okay? You need to choose of what you need to do. And now with that choices in there, we'll see 150 degrees. They're going to come in with Mars, Mercury, and both Liliths coming in together. Now they're pointing out to this beautiful, beautiful 18 degrees ascendant at Gemini. Hi, Lily. Thank you for the great comment. And what else is coming up to us, right? You want to know Well, the ascendant is going to go into a Cancer. The inner work is going to be with Saturn and Neptune, which is going to be remind us about the vision, the clarities that we need to have about that. It's not only about us. Okay, you can make a road, and people are going to be walking on that. You can build a house after you die. Somebody else is going to get it, right? You can write something and that's going to stay forever for the next generations. Whatever you do, what you're going to leave into the next generation. And that's what Neptune is. Neptune is this go back. Because back in the days on a tribal mode, okay, on the tribal civilizations, who was most respected? The elders, the older people in the tribe. Why? Because they have more experience about life. And they were teaching the younger generation. But we stopped learning from the elders. And we think that we should learn from ChatGPT, right? Yeah, I'm stirring the pot a little bit. All right, the ascendant is going to be going on in the next hour. This is going to be at 10 o'clock, very beautiful energies. The inner work is going to be with the North Node, a very, very beautiful emotions. You finally putting the things together is like, I'm so happy. I went through these things. I'm going to be changed. I will decide to have new things. I see that I was opposing the transformation. And I understand that now I am that seed. I've been in the darkness for a very long time. Now I have to look into this darkness and I have to see what is going to be coming out of me. You're going to know about what is going to be in and about what? About a month. When the sun is going to be at the end of Scorpio. Okay? But in the 2.5 days, we are going to have the moon. Going to be coming out, and it's just going to be on where it's going to be on Sag, right? That is when you create socializing for what? The collective. Not socialize for yourself, Gemini, the collective. What are you going to tell the collective? Are you going to manipulate, or you are going to be the inspirational personality? Are you going to be the elder? Okay, because your age doesn't matter. It's a matter of fact. Are you listening the elder within you? Because you have that. You have that elder archetype within you. All right, and at 11 o'clock, we're going to see what the growth is going to come in. I mean, yeah, this 11 o'clock lately has been a very kind of like a challenging, with particularly that it falls off all the time with Jupiter that squares the Sun and Chiron. And it's like you looking at the one thing, it's like, okay, I acted in maturity. Oh my God, this is immature. Oh my God, this is not growth. Oh my heart, because when you're a child, la 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 la. Right? But you also see like, you know what? I see it and I'm working on it. I see the energies that it comes in. It's a great emotions. I can put my stuff together, if you know what I mean. Okay? There is this kind of like a combination word between sh and stuff. So stuff, you put your stuff together. All right, that's what it was. Is going to be the astrological report for today, and I want to give you at 7 o'clock in the morning. What are we going to face at 7 o'clock in the morning? And the moon, it's just going to be a squaring Uranus. Venus pretty much not going to have some aspects. The moon, it's going to be really kind of like a feeling alone, like you're feeling alone within the earth, and you're wondering what is happening, what is it is. And we're going to see it that tomorrow we're going to have what? The moon is going to be together with the rest of the seeds, right? This is kind of like the universe gets this pot and says like, okay, let me put some little bit fight and a little bit honor, a little bit dignity, and a little bit anger, and a little bit of this masculine energies. Let me put some Mercury, who just gonna be going around and steers the pot with words, and he's gonna passing informations. Oh, let me put the truth in there, and let me put a little bit mean stuff in a shadow, but I'm gonna hide the best values of the personality in there. And now I'm gonna get the intuition, and when I drop the intuition, it's gonna be some of this beautiful pot, and you feel like something is brewing, right? We're gonna feel it that this is gonna be brewing tomorrow. We're gonna start feeling it, okay? All right, guys. So that's all I have for you. I want to say thank you for coming. Thank you for watching. Thank you for saying hi, and much appreciated. Okay. And if you like it, you can always buy me a coffee. All right, guys. Much love to you. See you tomorrow.